it's good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.
Race 3 on the programme at Hollywood Bets Greyville on the turf on Sunday is the all-to-come maiden plate. It's the first leg of the big one. Yep, that's what Dees calls it, and that's what I call it too. The big one, the pick 6. 1,400 metres is where the distance they're going to race over. At the time of recording, no scratchings. But as we always say, as we inch closer to race time, check your scratchings, jockey changes, betting moves, etc. But at the time of this discussion, no scratchings in race 3. But what we have got for you is a rerun of Running Rifles. And I caught up with Stuart Ferry and Craig Udy during the week at glorious Summerveld.
Twist again, gets away from them. It's Let's Twist Again, Suello. 6 Hot Fix on the inside, Running Rifles, but Let's Twist Again gets away from them. And it's Let's Twist Again running on, Running Rifles, and on the outside, Bugsy Malone. Let's Twist Again's going on though, and it's Let's Twist Again to win it. Second will go to Running Rifles, third to Bugsy Malone, and the fourth place to 6 Hot Fix.
Estival and race 3 hasn't, the last 2 runs weren't that bad. Nothing sort of went his own way. Shawnee thinks he's better on the grass, so I think he's a bit of a sneaker in the back end of the quartets. He's a little bit better than that form suggests.
Edge of Winter, we put a half set of blinkers on him, and he's improved a lot with the blinkers. So we're expecting a much improved run here.
Interesting to know that Edge of Winter improved at home with the blinkers, because his 3 runs haven't been great. So maybe horses like Edge of Winter and Estival from those comments could be worth throwing in for 4th.
Yeah, for trifectas and quartets, you're looking for a nice outsider to boost the dividend, Warren. But I'm all in here with one horse, and you'll see this when we do the shortlist later on. This horse, Running Rifles, is going to be a banker for me in all bets. Justin Snaith and Anton Marcus team up. And when you look at his profile, his 2 runs here in KZN, he's raced at Hollywood Bets Scottsville and Hollywood Bets Greyville. His penultimate start was Sukula looked a good thing on the day. That arrived for Wayne Badenhorst and Barbara Kennedy. And of course, Sukulu takes his place in the Model Man Mile later on this afternoon. And then last time out, when he looked to have an outstanding chance of winning it, stepping up to 1,400 meters, he ran a good race, and that replay tells a story, because Duncan Howells got this horse, Let's Twist Again, which was the unknown in the race, and came from Gauteng and really won a good race. But last week, Bugsy Malone, who I napped on the day, won really well from that form line. He ran 3rd in that race. He won by 3.5 lengths for Dennis Post. So the form line's looking good. And when you go to some of his earlier form down in Cape Town, this horse, Triple Fortune, has since won 3 in a row, including the Cape Guineas last weekend for Candice Bash Robinson. And his penultimate run, or should I say his second start of his career, Van Hanks, Universal, Hurley Burley, they've all come out to win. So his form lines really catch the eye. He's had the 2 runs now in the province where he's run second. He does have a draw to overcome, but we'll leave that to the Superman Anton Marcus. And with all due respect, there is some form to go around with the other runners, Warren, but this horse is a banker bet for me. My pot, place accumulator, pick 6, all to comes, I'm all in.
I'm not going to argue with you, because you made a strong case for him. You mentioned the draw. We're going to leave that to Anton. Anton's a master from any draw. When I see Anton on a horse drawn deep, doesn't put me off. Really, it doesn't. So yes, you've made a strong case for Running Rifles. He looks to be the right one, and he looks to be very hard to beat. But 4 places and horses that can run 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Let's touch on a French masterpiece, number 5. What do you make of number 12, Genie, who's returning from a very long layoff but has the form, has Samanga Kumalo. Broadway can maybe build on his stable debut from last time. And interesting, I'd like to get a comment from you about number 7, Black White Dynamite.
Well, this was French masterpiece for Shane Humby. I think 100 to 1 last time out. The improvement was there. You'll have to confirm that for me. National Unity coming out to enhance that form line. Genie, you mentioned for Garrett Van Zyl. Yeah, a horse that will have to bring his fitness to the track. I know Garrett would have done the work that's necessary for him to be competitive, but he's been off since February, so there is a big question mark over fitness. The runner that just keeps me interested every time he comes to the track is this superbly bred horse called Broadway. You know, we've mentioned it on numerous occasions. He's related to, you know, Valderra and Tevez, so the pedigree is there. But I think he's just been a frustrating horse to follow as a punter. But he's now with Duncan Hull, so I'm very interested to see how he goes, because Royal Monarch has since made it back-to-back wins, and Tenacious Time came out to win the other day as well. So his form lines are looking good. So if there's a joker of the pack, this horse Broadway just keeps me interested, Warren.
Yeah, and the word from the yard is that he certainly is doing well. He's a bit of a difficult horse to train. He's a bit of a difficult horse to ride, but he's doing well since that last run. They're expecting a good run from Broadway, so as value and as swingers and exactors, etc., certainly Broadway is worth a mention as well. But Dees is big on running rifles, so am I. And horses like French Masterpiece, Black White Dynamite, Genie, Broadway, in for exactors and swingers. But we're going to know our fate early in the first leg of the Pick Six, because we are both, and many punters no doubt will be, fans of running rifles.
I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.